Hello friends and welcome back to Raina's Retrospective. I come to you of an afternoon after I seriously, it's so hard to put the experience I had this morning in words, but we shall get to that later. It is May favourites time, and just when I thought, you know, like last month was chaos for me, this month was also chaos, and have a feeling that June, or I think it's like the calm before the storm. So hopefully I get to have a break soon. Okay, there is a lot to go through today. There's going to be not only my favorites and like my book favorites and my jams and all that sort of stuff, but I'm going to go through the NARS event that I went to this morning, and I guess like a mini haul as well, because I bought a couple of things today too. So this is going to be I guess a fairly long video. I suggest you get a hot beverage or a cold beverage or a snack. So without further ado, let's get into this, because yes, it's going to be lengthy. Okay, so my first favourite for this month is an eyeshadow palette, and as I had mentioned in my April favourites, I was in Sydney doing training for work, and after training I would catch the train into the city and just spend a couple of hours in there to just chill and whatnot and look at makeup, because that's what I do, and look at books. And I stopped in Sephora and I got this. This is the Tartelette Tease palette, and it's a cute little size. What can I compare it to? This is my remote from my camera, but so that's the packaging. It's like it's magnetic cardboard packaging, comes with a mirror. But these here, we've got 6 eyeshadows, so in naming order, this here is Whisper, Crush, Heartbreaker, Wink, First Kiss and BFF. So I'm not sure how the camera's going to go with picking those up, but Whisper is kind of like a creamy, like a light cream apricot. Crush is a brownie gold shimmer, but it's not too shimmery. And Heartbreaker is like a matte black, a matte brown. Wink is like a light pink, and it's also matte. Like these two and these two shades are, like those 4 shades are matte. And this First Kiss is kind of, it's like a taupey purple, and BFF is an aubergine type colour. But this was an impulse item in Sephora. I was standing in the checkout line because I was getting a couple of face masks and stuff and little bits and pieces, and I saw this. Oh, that's pretty cute. And they had the little testers out there so you can see it, and I haven't bought any Tarte palettes before, so I swatched all of them and I was just like, okay, into my little basket. So that came along with me, and I used it the day after, and then when I went up for training again the following week. So very good travel palette. Beautiful shades that you would use even like every day, and whatnot. So absolutely beautiful little palette. So the Tartelette Tease palette. Next favourite is two lip products from the same company but in two different colours, because I can never just buy one colour. But I have here the beautiful Too Faced Melted Liquefied Longwear Lipsticks. This one here is in Melted Berry and this here is Ruby. So just to give you an indication, so that is Melted Berry. Ooh, trying not to get anything on my watch. and this here is Ruby. When I was standing in Mecca Maxima in the QVB building when I was in Sydney doing training, I saw these and I was just like, oh, do I need any more lipsticks? No, but me being me, I was just like, oh. And I swatched a couple of other ones as well. I can't remember what their colours are, but and I seem to always gravitate to these shades, but they are so beautiful in like colour wise, how they feel on your lips. Just, I've bought 2 more, but they'll probably be next month's favourites. But and they have a slight scent to them. It's not bad or anything. And also when the colour does eventually fade, it leaves like this beautiful stain. So if you went over it with a lip balm or something, it just looked like you had a tinted lip balm on. So, you know, it's pretty. I'm not going to waffle on about these except for the fact that they are beautiful. The only gripe, I wouldn't even call it a gripe, is the fact that how you apply them is with like a sponge doe foot. I don't know, I just either way, the product themselves is beautiful. So the Too Faced Melted Liquefied Longwear Lipsticks. Next on my favourites, so I had filmed a video which I haven't released yet, which will be coming out, where I actually used a sample of this, and this here is the new MAC Studio Waterweight SPF 30 foundation. It's 30 mils, and it's like the Dior Skin foundation, as in it comes in a dropper application system, but this feels more like water, whereas the Dior Skin felt more oily. Or, yeah, wouldn't say oily. You have to feel it to understand. It's like, it felt like a serum because it is a serum foundation, but this feels like you're just putting slightly thicker water on your face. It's lovely. I have the shade NC40. They both have their pros and cons, but I just feel that this one is lesser coverage, whereas the Dior one is more fuller coverage, but you can build this on top of itself on certain areas, like because we're in winter now. I get a bit more flush on my cheeks, so I might put an extra dot on my cheek and blend it out, and it feels great on top of itself. So highly. And the only other MAC foundation I have is MAC Face and Body. I have a couple of BB creams, but yeah, I think this is, mix this in with your moisturizer, and there's a tinted moisturizer, so highly like this lovely foundation, and it's in a beautiful frosted glass bottle too. So packaging ho, my packaging ho. Next, okay, so like I said, I was in Sydney doing training. I was at Mecca and I came across this, and this is the Mecca Cosmetica bronzing primer. So it smells so lovely. So what it is it's a tinted, like a bronze tinted primer. So that's it there, and just rub it out. So that's it, blended out on my skin. I have actually been using this in lieu of powder bronzer. So I've been using it just like around my face and then down my neck and stuff. And it is so beautiful. And it would be good if you had a lighter foundation and you wanted to bump up the shade just a little bit because it's a little bit too light. Mix in, I don't know, half a pump of that with your foundation or whatever it is you're using it with, or put it on underneath like it's supposed to, I guess. I don't know, you just adapt products to how you would like to use them. But I got given a sample of the It Cosmetics CC cream in medium, and it was just that little bit too light. So what I did was I mixed half a pump, about half a pump, with some of the CC cream and put it on my face just to make sure I could colour match myself correctly. But it's absolutely gorgeous. One of the better primers from Mecca. I like, I think it's the smoothing one. Yeah, I think it's the smoothing one. I tried the anti-redness one and I wasn't a huge fan of it. So, yes, that's my primer slash bronzer. So yes, that is the Mecca bronzing primer. Next favourite is a nail polish, which I have on my nails today. It is the Essie Bahama Mama nail polish. I will put its official colour description over here. But like, it's so me. It's plummy and red and dark and delicious. Like me. But yes, I'm not going to waffle on about this nail polish because I featured other Essie nail polishes in my favourites and I quite like Essie nail polishes. So move along, shall we? My next favourite this month is another Tarte favourite. Might I just add like a side note? I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but the Tarte Tartelette palette is the first ever Tarte product I've ever owned. And let's just say that was the Pandora's box. But my next favourite is also a Tarte palette slash package, I guess. This is so beautiful. This is the Tarte Rainforest After Dark Coloured Clay Eye and Cheek Palette. Not only is the packaging absolutely gorgeous with its snake, not that I like snakes, but the snake's pretty with its purple head, crystally gem thing, but whoa! So look at that mirror. That mirror is huge. It's crazy. So this here is the palette. So you get a full-size blush. Now this palette was $65, I think it was. and a full size blush is $38. So value for money, just saying. Quite similar to the Tartelette Tease palette. It has browns and it has plums. It has the contour and highlight. So the colours are, so the blush is called Unleashed. The highlight's called Champagne. This is the contour, which is called Park Avenue Princess. And you've got, trying to read it and hold, you've got Dare to Bear, Make a Mauve, Plum Away With Me, Up to No Gold, Tangled Up in You, and Don't Turn a Brown. So, let's play on words. But this too is an absolutely gorgeous palette, especially for travel. I love the colours. I absolutely love how the eyeshadows feel. They are just, I hate saying this, but they are just like butter. It's so amazing. But the colours that, you know, most people would wear, I think. Even the gold, you can tone down that gold, and I didn't find that the highlight was overly in your face shimmery. Some reviews that I'd read were like, it's in your face, and that, well, don't put too much on, seriously. Anyway, the contour is probably a bit light for me, but I don't mind that, especially now that it's winter. I don't want a very striking contour. And sometimes I use it as my wash of colour on my eyelid too. So, absolutely gorgeous palette. I just think a lot of these palettes are definitely value for money. So, yes, the Rainforest, the Tarte Rainforest After Dark Coloured Clay Eye and Cheek palette. Next favourite is a skin product. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. So I ran out of my, what was that? I was using Bioderma. I ran out of my big bottle of Bioderma, and Garnier had just released these, and I got curious and I was broke, and I thought, let's give it a go. And Priceline had a sale on, as they do, because they're just like, Raina needs something, so let's have a sale for her. I'm like, oh, you Priceline. So I got this. This is the Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water, all-in-one combination to oily skin. I don't think this is any different to the pink one, but still I quite like this. It does what it's supposed to do. I still get hormonal spots and stuff, so it doesn't really make a difference to my breakouts or whatever. So yeah, I just, for what it is, I think it's really good. And its price, like, you can't go wrong with, I think they're like $9 and it's 400 mils, whereas the Bioderma pink or the blue ones for 250 mils is around $30. So you can't go wrong. Smell. It just smells like the other Biodermas, really. It's not unpleasant or anything. I don't, if you're sensitive to fragrance, maybe check it out in store first, but yeah, I can't see smell, I don't know, I'm not a chemist, so I can't decipher what any of that stuff is, but yes, I highly recommend this. If you get broke and Priceline conveniently have a sale for you as well. So my last makeup and beauty favourite for this month, oh, did I thought is a lipstick. Surprise! and it is the NARS Stephen Klein lipstick in No Shame, and it's a Killer Shine lipstick. This is it here. I'll swatch on. Oh, I'll swatch it up here. So it's very, oh my gosh, it's probably looking identical, but it's very similar to the Melted Berry. But it's got a way, it's pretty, not glossy, it is shiny, but it's not full on gloss. And I love NARS lipsticks, that's a well-known fact. And you know, I like those colours. I don't feel the need to go on about this lipstick, except for it is beautiful, especially for the winter warmer months. I just love rich, bold colours, especially on myself. So Chris is home. So those are the makeup and beauty favourites for this month. Sorry, I'm minting my mouth. Now it's time for Reader's Book Club. Okay, so it was a big month reading wise because I had some pre-filmed, pre-edited videos. I went cray with the books. So, firstly, my first Agatha Christie book. This is And Then There Were None. Wow. I don't understand how I've gone through 30 years of life and not read an Agatha Christie book. I really enjoyed this. I got through this pretty quickly. And I was kind of like, ma. So, oh, is that you, Pickles? We're looking after our old dog, which we had to give to the in-laws because of Eleanor, and now we're watching her for the night because Eleanor's staying over there for the night. So, but yes, I can't believe I have gone through 30 years of life, 30 and a half years of life without reading one of these, and I have ordered a few more. I'm reading one at the moment, but yes, I'm not sure if this was the best one to start with because now the bar is quite high, and the one that I'm reading at the moment I'm a little bit like, it's okay, it's not, I don't know, I'll give it a few more chapters and see, and if I don't like it I'll probably stop. But I really enjoyed this. I'm not going to spoil it for you, I'm just letting you know I read this book, I thoroughly enjoyed it. If you like crime thrillers, then yes, good book. Okay, next book. As we all know, the movie is coming out this month. I think it's actually this week. But I read Jojo Moyes' book Me Before You, and I must say this is, it's a beautiful book. The ending's a bit sad, but it's still a beautiful book. I'm not going to go into detail about it. I'm just going to tell you that I really enjoyed this book, and yeah. And this is my first Jojo Moyes book too. I haven't read any of her other ones. She has a few books out, but I really like that one. My next book is also a Jojo Moyes book. It's the sequel. I thought I would have had to wait. Okay, that didn't come out right. I thought that I would have had to wait longer to get this book because a lot of places had sold out of it, but lucky enough Dimix got a shipment and I had one on hold, so yay, I didn't have to wait too long. But this is after the fact. Beep, not going to tell you anything else. It was good. Wasn't as good as the first one, but I have a feeling that there'll be a third because trilogies, they just seem to make more money. Just saying. And my last book that I read this month, or last month in May, was Orphan X by Greg Hurwitz. I loved this book. I cannot wait for the second one, which I think comes out January next year. But great. I like those espionage type book. I'm not going to go into it, but yes, definitely a guaranteed great read. I thoroughly enjoyed it. But those are the books that I read this month. James Wise, as we all know, Prince, or the artist formerly known as Prince, passed away, as well as Muhammad Ali. Like, all of the greats are dying, like David Bowie and what's his name? Alan Rickman, and so sad. But yes, I have been listening to a lot of Prince lately in my car, and also like various Prince, because he had so many albums, but also I have been listening to Foo Fighters, earlier Foo Fighters, like The Colour and the Shape and There's Nothing Left to Lose. I prefer that era of Foo Fighters. And also Incubus, which is probably around the same area. So Make Yourself a Morning View. Oh. So, sorry. The dog decided to be sick, so I'm gonna rush up and sort Pickles out, but she's okay. So yes, Incubus, around the morning view, Make Yourself time. So I was in high school then. Just seems so far away. And etc. wise, I got a new phone. I got an iPhone 6S. I got the rose gold one, or the pink one, according to Chris, who Pixels at the door, who adopts my phones when my old phones when I upgrade my new one. So he's got my 5S now, but yes, I wanted the rose gold one, and me going to work after I'd upgraded it, telling a work friend, and he's like, oh, so isn't Chris gonna get a pink phone in 2 years? And I'm just like, whoops. So we'll just have to buy him a cover that covers up the pink. So yeah, that is my favourites for this month. So done. So as I had previously said, today had been a pretty amazing day for me makeup wise. I had the absolute pleasure in going to another NARS / Mecca makeup event up in Sydney, and I went to the brand new Strand Mecca Cosmetica store. and it is absolutely amazing and beautiful, and just it embodies Mecca. Side note, I'm by no means sponsored. I just feel like I need to reiterate that and let you know that none of these videos are sponsored. I buy this with my own money. I go to these events in my own accord. So just getting that out of the way. But in saying that, I had a phone call from Ingrid from Mecca Strand, and she goes, oh look, we've got Ouzo coming out, and she's only going to be in Sydney on next Saturday. Would you like to come to a masterclass? Because the girls at the Miranda Mecca stores, or Mecca Cosmetica, said that you go to a lot of their events and that. And I'm like, put me down, just do it. So that's what I went to today. So yes, after that, all week I'm just like, I can't wait for Saturday. And then Saturday finally came, and here I am. So the makeup look that you see on me now is the makeup look that Amber and Ouzo created. I showed them a picture of a dress that I will be wearing to my brother-in-law's wedding, and Amber and Ouzo were like, wow, like that dress color is amazing. Let's get something together. So with that in mind, Amber and Ouzo, and I've dealt with Amber a few times. I love Amber, and I'm not sure if you'd ever see this video, but hello, I love you, you're awesome. So Amber and Ouzo went over to the colours, they had a look, they're like, oh, maybe we should do China, that's the eyeshadow duo, I know these things. And then Amber goes, oh, maybe we should try Charade with Night Flight, blah blah blah. And I'm just like, we're going neutralies with blues. And then Amber's like, what should we do for lip? And Ouzo goes, we'll wait till the end, we'll figure out something with lip. So anyway, we did, just to run through the products quickly. Just grab my face chart. So my face chart, we used All Day Weightless Luminous Foundation. All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation in Barcelona on my face. So we use products that I currently have, but then a couple of other ones. So concealer, honey and custard. She used stick custard around like my mouth and that, but then used creamy, Radiant Creamy in honey under my eyes. On my eyes, she used Charade. It's an eyeshadow duo, which I actually bought, and I will show you a small haul in a second as well. Night Flight eyeliner. It's the blue with a little bit of, I think there's silvery flecks in there. Brows, we just use Barley eyeshadow. Cheek colour, I have Paloma for my contour with a small amount of Madly blush on top. And lips, I already own the NARS Velvet Matte Lip Pencil in Damned. So I've got that on my lips with Belle Mer, I think the colour is, just to define my lips. And I think, oh, she didn't write it down, but she used a small amount of the Barcelona powder on my face as well. So that's the rundown of the products on my face. But because I was looking at Amber and I wasn't looking at the mirror on the side while she was doing my eye makeup, there are a couple of moments there where I can't remember the guy's name and I feel really rude, but the makeup director that was working today, he walked past and he's just like, wow. And then Uzo came when she was doing her walk between us different clients, and she's looked at me, she's gone, wow, wow. And I'm just like, oh my god, I haven't had a look yet. And then I looked and I was just like, oh my goodness. If you look at my Instagram, you'll see the pictures that I'd posted of the look and everything. But I was just like, wow. And then Amber goes, okay, for lip, bold or nude? And I looked at her and I just like, she goes, bold. I'm like, yes. So hence why we've gone for this colour lip. You could wear it with a nude because it is quite the, it's not heat striking, like it's striking because it's got eyeliner and stuff, but the colours are still fairly neutral. But Uzo was really impressed with what Amber had come up with. I was so incredibly impressed with it all, and I was just, wow. I'm still fangirling now. Honestly, if you get the chance, go to one of these events. They're truly amazing. They actually have a By Terry one coming up, but that sold out in 10 minutes or something. And the reason why the By Terry one sold out so quickly was the fact that Terry herself is coming out. And I'm just like, well, if I had known about that too, I would have come. So, yeah, Uzo was so nice. She's just like, oh, when we did the greet and that, I shook her hand and like, it was like, I double cupped her hand. I'm just like, it's so nice to finally like meet you. And then she goes, I saw your comment on my Instagram and I'm meant to write a reply, but I've been doing so much press. And I'm just like, oh my god, you saw my comment. And then Amber's looking at me with the biggest smile on her face. I'm just like, I am major fangirling right now. Yeah, Uzo is so gorgeous in real life. My goodness. And she had like black eyeliner and then bright blue in the waterline. I'm just like, oh, thank you. You're just awesome. Anyway, I'm gonna stop fangirling because it's getting ridiculous. But yes, I had the most amazing time today. I will never ever forget it, and I have photographic evidence that I met this woman. Like, I swear I heard her say she's done like the Kardashians makeup. Not that I look up to them or anything inspiration wise, but she's done their makeup. She's done oh my gosh, let's look it up, shall we? She's done a lot. She's so amazing. Like, she's pretty much NARS's right hand woman in a way. She's done makeup for editorials. She's done like Naomi Campbell's makeup, Drew Barrymore's makeup, Kristen Dunst, Elle Fanning, Rashida Jones, Agnes, how do you pronounce her last name? Dan? Oh, yeah, honestly, her CV is just amazing. So, enough fangirling, let's move on. So I highly recommend any of those events. If you ever get the opportunity to do so for me. So lastly, I think, because this video has probably gone on long enough, and if you run out of a beverage, I'm sorry. Don't don't hurt me. So what I'm going to do is just quickly go through the items that I got today. I guess like a mini haul of my quick trip to the city. I wanted to come home and film earlier, but then I got stuck in traffic and it literally took me an hour and 10 minutes to travel. I think it was like 7 kilometers. If someone says that we don't need the Albion Park bypass, I swear we need bypass. Anyway, totally irrelevant. So, honestly, Dottie is killing me lately. I'm wearing this is another Dottie dress. Like, this season and last season Dottie has been off the chain. Like, so much good stuff. And in saying that, I got this. Ugh. You can't really see it, but it's just like an A-line type skirt. They have 30% off everything in store, and then 30% off on top of items that are already on for sale. So I got that skirt for $13. Bargain. And they had a teal green one, but they didn't have it in my size. And I was, nah. And the girl that was working in the store had the teal one on. I'm just like, I wanted that skirt, but you don't have my size anymore. She goes, oh, whenever people see me in this skirt, they're like, oh, I really want it. And I'm just like, no, I was looking online last night and I saw it and I wanted it and I can't have it. So you have to deal with it. First world problems. So, guess where I've been? Oh, as well as going to the NARS event, you get a little goodie bag. Oh, man, I could easily work in makeup because they all wear black and that's pretty much my wardrobe. So, inside said goodie bag, I ripped it open on the train because I wanted to see. I wanted to know. So you get a small NARS multiple in Orgasm, which I already have. And you get a travel size lip gloss also in Orgasm, which I already have from the previous NARS event. Oh. Give me my thing. And this is the Pro Prime Pore Refining Primer, which I have had in the past. I didn't mind it, but after today and Amber showing me how to use it differently today, I think I'm going to enjoy it better this time. So, and that beautiful NARS bag. So beautiful. Okay, what else? I stopped in at Lush and got myself an Avo bath bomb, which I'm going to use tonight. What else? So, from today, because you pay $50 for the class, but then you redeem $50 worth of product. So I got the eyeshadow duo in Charade. See, they're colours that you just look at and you think, you don't think much of them, but on my eyelid they were amazing. So she used that pretty much for my crease. And just like to blend out, and then she used this colour here, which I'm not sure what the actual colour names are, but she used that bit on my mobile part of my eyelid. So that's Charade. And then because I already have both of the eye pencils that she used, which was Rue Saint On Air and the Night Flight one. But this here, you probably can't see it, probably looks like it's black, but this here is the Night Flight single eyeshadow, which is just the eyeshadow version of the pencil. So it's like a navy blue with bluey purple flecks in it. But that was used to smudge out top and bottom eyeliner. And then on my lips, so we had the Damned satin lip pencil, and it's pronounced Belmare, M-A-R-E. So it doesn't look like much, but oh man, and I don't have a colour like that. That's beautiful. And I think Sam from Pixie will use this in one of her videos recently, and that was already in my wish list, because when they were discussing lip, shut up dog, when they were discussing lip options, and Amber goes, oh, let's start off with, shall we start off with say Damned or something, and then Uzo hands it Damned as soon as she mentioned it, and then so she starts applying Damned, and then next thing Uzo comes over with this lip pencil and goes, I want you to define the lip with this, and oh, just that moment was like so that was from Mecca Cosmetica, and I stuffed in Maxima, and I love how they package everything. Ugh, so pretty. So got myself some samples too. So we'll start off with the samples. So I've got here the Hourglass Luminous Light Primer and the Hourglass Mood Light Primer, and I got the Urban Decay Medium One and Done, and I got the Urban Decay One and Done in Medium Dark. So this is the full size version. I got the medium because I just wanted to try it out, but it's got a pump delivery system. There's a backstory behind this, but and another melted liquid lipstick. This one is in Fig. Shall we? Ready? Ready? Oh. But that, actually that would go really well with that NARS lip liner. But oh. It's the simple things, isn't it? But the quick backstory behind this, so as I said, a friend of mine at work gave me a sample of the It Cosmetics CC cream, and I was all, I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna go to Sephora, I'm gonna get it. And I went into Sephora. I could not get anywhere near the It Cosmetics stand. There were so many people in there, and I was getting the shits because people were just being plain rude, and I did like my usual lap at the bottom, and I didn't even bother going to the top because I was just so pissed off. And then I went over to the Kat Von D section because I wanted to swatch a couple of the liquid lipsticks, and I swatched a couple on my hand, and there was these two girls beside me, and they were talking really, really loud, but they kept bumping into me, and I'm just like, no, I'm not. Ugh, I'm getting out of here. So I went and bought this instead of the It Cosmetics one, and I think I like this one better. The thing I liked about the It Cosmetics one though was that it was SPF 50, whereas this is SPF 20, so it still has some SPF, but not as much as the other one. But that's why I prefer online shopping with Sephora, because you don't have to deal with that. It's crazy in there. Except for when I went up there when I was in Sydney doing training, and I went in there at 6 o'clock at night and they shut at 7. That was so much better then. And anyway, I guess I'll just keep going to online Sephora and not physical Sephora unless they get more stores. So okay. I think that'll do for now. So yes, that was my May favourites book club jams, NARS event overview and mini haul. Yeah, it was a huge video. If you've stuck around from now, thank you. I love you. As Eleanor would do. Pearls of wisdom today. Be good, stay well, and a lipstick a day keeps sadness at bay. That will do. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.